evening, everyone. You're listening to the PNE Flagship Podcast, part of the TalkSport Network, and sponsored by Trade Windows. Preston, on tonight's show, we're just going to complain for half an hour about us not signing a striker on deadline. I'm joking. Relax, Facebook. No, we're going to be talking about today's 2-2 draw at home to Middlesbrough. I think a lot of North End fans are feeling quite positive by the result. I mean, we have beaten Middlesbrough at home in all of the last 5 years, but I don't know. I think they're a decent team. I don't think the sort of team that are going to be in the top two like everyone thinks, but that's just my thoughts. Darren, what are your thoughts on the game? You were on the town end today. Yeah. What was the atmosphere like on there? Was it all right?
Oh, unbelievable again. Just seems to be, unbelievable atmosphere like every single home game we go on now. It's a lot better than obviously last season, let's put it that way. But back to the game. Yeah, I mean, I feel a bit disappointed. I really do think we should have held out for that game and gone on for all 3 points. I'm a bit, I was annoyed really towards the end of that game, obviously conceding that equaliser. But yeah, it's, it happened, personally for me, we might talk about it later on, but did it cross the line? That's one of the talking points for later.
Yeah, definitely. And Critch, elephant in the room. What are you doing?
How are we?
I'm good. Tell the viewers what you're currently up to and the listeners.
All right. Well, I'm doing a bit of decorating right now. Just did a bit of painting. I didn't get a chance to go to the game because obviously I'm here. I listened on a Middlesbrough radio station. So I just wanted to hear it from their perspective, the game. Obviously, I've watched the highlights, the goals and everything. So, yeah, that's it, really.
Yeah, look first, I was going to say, I was speaking shit like before we started recording. I was like, I don't know if there's any point in you coming on, but we are not going to victimise someone who is working long hours on a Saturday. So if Critch wants to come on and take part, then Critch is coming on and taking part. But yeah, what was the Middlesbrough perspective on the radio then? What were they thinking about their performance today?
Basically, they were just like, what's the best way I can describe it? They just thought, they didn't give Preston any compliments. They just thought they'd not got out of second gear the first half. And then they just felt they were playing like the normal selves the second half. That's how they normally play, how they played the last few games, this season. They felt it was just starting to click. That's just what they thought from their perspective.
Yeah, I think
they were saying Story played well.
Yeah, I think that's probably a bit unfair, Darren, because I think first half, we looked really good in that first half, didn't we?
We did, yeah.
Yeah.
Very, very good that first half, yeah. A lot of players actually, really surprised me. I know I've obviously, said it before about Jebison's threat in front of the goal, but to be honest, he was closing down the ball well. He was, trying to make them runs in. Yes, obviously, he didn't make any threat in front of goal, but again, just closing down well and obviously chasing every single ball that Middlesbrough were getting hold of, yeah. So I think we played really, really well in that first half.
Yeah, we did. I was making the point on the Match Review podcast, go and check that out on Spotify, by the way, that if you actually watch the goal back, so obviously Dobbin picks up the ball, great run in towards the middle, brilliant finish. But if people watch that back, just watch what Jebison does. And as soon as Dobbin picks up the ball, Jebison makes a run and it takes one of the two defenders out of the game they follow him. And then Dobbin just takes it past his man, bang into the top corner. So without that run, Critch, I know we always feel like we talk about Emil Rees on this podcast. Maybe Emil Rees doesn't make that run. Maybe he does, maybe he doesn't. Maybe I think Osmajic probably does. But
yeah.
It was a good run. It was a good run from Jebison. I think he had.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Jebison looked good today. At times he worked hard, but I just felt like it didn't come off for him. There were times he'd run with the ball and he'd give it away. It wasn't. Don't get me wrong. He was nowhere near on the levels of Osmajic, but I don't know if I can even call it positive performance. He was okay. He was there. I think he had more of an impact than Smith did when he came on anyway. But so we're optimistic with how the first half went. We're 1-0 up. And then I don't really know what happens. I'm curious what you think, Darren. Do you think it was a case of Middlesbrough just playing really well? Or did you think it was a case of us allowing them to. Because I haven't spoke to you about it, so I don't know.
No, I personally think that it was like chalk and cheese, that second half, that first half. First off, really positive performance. We go in and then we come out and it's like we tried to defend a 1-0 lead against Middlesbrough. You know, they probably had that talk in the dressing room saying, yeah, do you know what, lads, we're playing well. We're beating top of the league. Let's go out again. Let's just, try and see this game out now. And it was not going to work. And especially against teams, obviously like Middlesbrough, they're playing really well so far. And it's just, just trying to defend that 1-0 lead. And it was just a bit frustrating. We were getting closed in, we're getting penned in, trying to kick the ball away. Middlesbrough again on the attack. And it was just a bit, I just don't know why we just didn't play like we did in the first half. Bit disappointed.
I think he sort of caught in, like I was saying this on the way out, if we'd have done that last season with the team that we had, if we're 1-0 up against the team near in the top six or whatever, yeah, you can understand it. But I don't think we need to do that anymore. We've got enough quality going forward. We've got Small, who didn't have his best game at all today, I didn't think. But we have players in that midfield. Whiteman's more progressive these days, who can cause problems. See, we don't need to sit back. Let's go and I personally don't think Middlesbrough are near the top two, but I think a team like Middlesbrough coming to Deepdale, let's go and get the second goal. We're in September. We're not clinging on for 3 points. We don't need we're not fighting for relegation or anything like the end of the season. Let's just go and get the second goal. Because I do think we could have gone out there and got it. But obviously the changes. Critch, when you were listening on the radio, what were you thinking? Dobbin off, Devine off, Jebison off.
Oh my God. I knew they were playing well, so I just hope there was a reason why they was taking off, whether they were just tired or some tactical reason. I don't know. I don't know why he took them off, because it seemed like they were our most dangerous threat for me on the final third. They're the ones that are going to get you goals. I mean, Dobbin's goal, he got it from nothing. He just a nothing. It's an ordinary chance, put it away. And you need players like that to get you a goal. You've heard me complain about this before.
Yeah, definitely. I mean, Dobbin nearly made it too, didn't he, just before he got took off?
Yeah.
But what were you thinking, Darren, when he made it? I just think you could feel like the game was changing. He needed to change something, but I don't think it necessarily needed a triple change. Devine did look like he was tiring a bit, so I did sort of get that substitution. But I don't really think the other two were necessary, but...
Yeah, I mean, we've seen that with obviously with Paul Kingbottom, with his subs. We've seen it obviously last season and then going into this season as well, where we're flagging obviously second half, and personally, a lot of fans saying the same thing, that maybe the right subs aren't coming on, and especially in the right times as well. Look back to the Portsmouth game. I personally think that we should have brought on some about 3 subs at the second half of that game, right at the beginning of the game, second half.
Yeah. I agree with that.
And then that would have made a big difference, because I think Dobbin could have had a better, a bit more activity in the game if he was brought on second half. And it was too late for him when he come on. And again, I just don't think we're making the right subs at the right time.
Yeah, I mean, good point that, because you made me think. So when we're 1-0 down, he was late making the changes to have an impact on the game. But when we're 1-0 up, he's quick to make those changes that I just didn't really feel. I think one change needed to be made, but at 3, I didn't think Jebison, he wasn't pulling up any daisies, but he was doing all right. All right. Dobbin, for me, was the best player on the pitch. I thought Whiteman was really good today, I've got to say. Yeah. Especially in that first half. But yeah, it just didn't seem like it was needed to make. And then the game just sort of was like petering. Like you say, we were sticking everyone behind the ball. And I don't think you need to do that against the middle. I know people will be listening. Someone like, I don't know, a Facebook regular will be watching thinking, what are you on about? The top at league. We were top of the league this time 2 years ago, and look how that ended. Anyone can be top of the league. They have had a good run, but I think we showed him a little bit too much respect. And then obviously they make the sub. I can't think of his name now, but he came on and he just destroyed Thierry Small, I think, down that right-hand side. They obviously get the goal from the corner. It's Mads. It's one of the subs that's come on that gives the ball away. And I think what I noticed was I think a lot of people, including, I'm guessing you two as well, you're like, oh, Mads, one of the best players. We're relying on Mads. But I think we've almost been shown when actual 2 quality attacking midfielders come in, we've actually shown what we've missed by having a Mads who, I don't know. Sometimes he's just half asleep, it feels like, but I don't know. I don't know. So they get back into it 1-1, and then you're fearing the worst. And then up steps, what should we call him? What should we call him? Rodri, Jordan Story, running through, great footwork, straight in, wins a corner, bang, 2-1. And when that went in, the town end erupted. What was it like?
I thought we had it at that point.
Yeah. What was it like in the painting room, Critch? Were you going mental?
Yeah, I was jumping around on my own.
But yeah, Darren, Townend.
Yeah, absolutely mental. Again, there was people just hugging people. I think one guy had his shirt off as well. It was like, it was mental. It was brilliant atmosphere again, and it's really good to see. Obviously, it's just, so much different towards last season, and may long it continue, because it's just good to see everybody just together as one. And obviously, if we keep on playing like this, who knows where we can be at the end of the season. Putting these good performances at home, but we need to sort this away record out, don't we?
Yeah, that's going to be interesting next week at Derby, isn't it? But then, obviously, the man himself comes on. Oh. The legend of Preston, Sir Alan Brown, comes on, and I don't know, I'm listening to your lot on Townend chanting about Alan Brown. I'm thinking, come on, we're not chanting for people in opposition shirts. And then I think what we did again, we didn't learn our lesson. 2-1 up. What do? We sit back. We allow them to come at us. He got played in behind a couple of times. Ball goes through. Gibson made a great tackle, actually. And then from the resulting corner, they score. What's going on here? I mean, why is goal line technology not being used for a start? I don't understand that one.
So one thing I do want to come in with as well. So I obviously like to get there a bit earlier and do some recording for my obviously my YouTube page and everything. I saw the referees come out to our goal first, and they were testing it on the watch. They had the ball, and they were putting it on the crossbar, and obviously putting the ball in different positions. And they were doing that for a solid 10 minutes when they come out. This was when the goalkeepers just come out as well. So they must have seen something wrong with it then. So they had all that time to try and fix it, and it must not have worked. It was something on the watches wasn't working. So I noticed that, and I was like, oh, well, something's happening here, because they went down to the opposite end and did exactly the same thing. So it's a bit of a, there's problems early on with the goal line technology.
I don't really think that's good enough, is it really? Like, no. If goal line technology...
Well, 10 minutes before a game.
Yeah, but what I'm saying is, Critch, you can't... If it's the rules of the game, I'm looking in here, yes, goal line technology is used for every game in the Championship. It was introduced in the league, starting with the 2017-28 season. Okay, so it's used for every game. So... because your equipment's not working for one game, that's just not good enough. It's dog and duck stuff, that. So what we're saying is, in the other 11 games in the Championship today, goal line technology was used. So that's a completely different game. That goal might not have crossed the line for all we know. That could cost us 2 points, as well as retreating and defending a league. Could cost us 2 points at the end of the season. It's meant to be a fair playing field. It should be. It should be. Or did you have 2-1? It should be.
Yeah.
To me, it should be, well, the game doesn't start until this problem's solved.
Yeah, 100%. 100%.
Obviously, it's a tough one, isn't it? Because you don't know if it's gone in. I mean, I'd like to see a different... I don't like complaining about referees' decisions. I really don't. But that's hard, in it, from the replays that we've seen. But I'd at least think... Come on, I know it's on the red button. Can we get an angle where we can see if it's crossed the goal line properly? But I've not listened to his interview, but I bet Eckenbottom's fuming in his...
Yeah, just going in that as well. Interview. I personally think that would they start a Premier League game if the VAR wasn't working or the cameras wasn't there? They wouldn't, would they? They wouldn't start the game until that's sorted. So, why do it with the goal line technology? I don't know. What are the chances of it actually having an impact as well on the goal at the end of the game? Well,
the last minute...
We'll get another letter. We'll get another letter.
Oh, God. Just start looking at just our look. I mean, hopefully it did cross the line. So then we've rightly... Well, what did you think of Everson for this? Because you've both seen it. From watching it live, I thought that he did all right with it. But I think Sean was saying in the group that he dropped it, or I didn't really see I don't know. Maybe he could have pushed it further away.
Yeah, I think it's a bit harsh, really. I think that all the Middlesbrough players were just surrounded that goal and they just wanted that ball to go in. Iverson, I think, did really, really well. I know I'm like, a massive Iverson fan, but I've got to give him his dues. He did obviously play a really good game again, and it's just one of them where Middlesbrough were just throwing everything at us towards that last final minutes injury time. So I'm not surprised it was, like a goalmouth scrap, was it? So, one of them.
It's just disappointing, isn't it? When you take the lead in the 88th minute to not then go on and win. I'm sure I always worry when you concede a kick in the teeth in the last minute, especially with North End over the last few years. I feel like when that happens, we can then go on a run of not winning. So it's important we go and do some at Derby next week. Critch, I hope you're on your break, by the way. There's not been much painting going on these last 20 minutes, my friend.
No, there's not. I'll give myself a break.
Are you getting paid by the hour or what?
No.
Oh, all right then. We'll let you off. But what overall thoughts, Darren? What overall thoughts on the game? Positive, negative, in between?
I'm positive because I think that, again, we've proven that, when we've got the right players fit and out there, we can actually do something and do some, damage to some good teams in the Championship. It just shows, again, that we're missing, obviously, Osmajic. We are missing him. Because I know it's a big one to say, but I think if we had Osmajic today, I think we would have gone on and won that game. I think there was a couple of opportunities in that game for an Osmajic type character just to bully the Middlesbrough defence and hold out. But again, I'm disappointed we didn't get all 3 points.
Yeah, so it's almost like we should have brought in a striker on deadline day. But hey, you can't have everything, can you? Can't have everything. But I was looking at this.
We don't get anything here.
We only had 2 shots on target today. 2 shots on target. When you actually look, it shows you can't really judge a game from looking at 2 shots on target, an XG of 0.75, 38% possession. So if you you've not watched the game or heard it, you're looking at that and you're thinking, did they really do that well? But I think we showed a lot of fight. There was a lot of, do you know what I mean? People throwing in tackles. It was more effort over, I'd say, quality, especially when the subs were made. But yeah, hopefully we don't try and shut shop next time we take a lead at home. The next league game at home is Bristol City. So that should be an interesting one. Bristol City, I think they won 3-0 today. I'm sure. I tell you what, the man who scores the winning goal against Middlesbrough.
Don't do it.
Can we ask Chris
no.
No, but man of the match. Man of the match, Darren. Who was your man of the match?
Oh, man of the match. Do you know what? Again, I was saying this to my dad on the way back. I'm going to give it to Ali McCann.
Ali McCann? I wasn't expecting that.
Do you know what? Because I just feel like he had a good game. I think there was 1 or 2 times where his touches were stray, but consistently through that game, I really did think he put in a really good performance. Tackles, holding the ball well, releasing it. I think, he's really upped his game this season. I'm really impressed by him so far, Ali McCann.
Yeah, McCann's good as long as you don't ask him to play with the ball. I think that. I think out of our midfielders, he's the weakest technically, but what he lacks technically, he makes up for sniffing out a tackle. He's work rate. That tackle he made when they were looking to counter at the end of the first half, brilliant tackle. But I think he gave the ball away a lot, I thought. But hey, I gave him a 7 instead of a 6 on my own podcast. I thought I can't be bothered with the Ali McCann fan club coming at me. Rich, I can't ask you for your man of the match for you being a working man.
From what I've heard, I'd say Story.
Oh, Story. I felt bad not giving it to Story, really. He had a shaky opening 10 minutes. The lad up front who pretended that he was injured for our goal.
Yeah.
He got in behind him a couple of times, but he recovered well, I thought, from that. But I think I gave man of the match to Dobbin. Because when I left today, I felt so much more optimistic about it. I felt optimistic anyway, but when I left, I thought, you know what? He's going to score a lot of goals this season for us from midfield. That's what we've been lacking the last few seasons. Someone in that middle. We had Greenwood, we had Mads, who could get you maybe 3 or 4 a season. I think Dobbin, if he stays fit, has a chance of hitting double figures. From midfield, that's great for us.
Looks dangerous, doesn't he?
But yeah, I don't think there's too much else to talk about from the game. Is there anything else you wanted to touch on, Darren, or anything?
No,
that I've
well,
missed?
yeah. One thing as well, it's just nice to see, obviously, North End working with local partnerships again. Obviously, the new your training kit sponsor, and also the things around the ground as well. I think it's a boiler company. I can't remember the actual name of it, but I'm sure obviously I'll put a comment on this as well. But yeah, it's good to see working with local companies. Really is.
Yeah, definitely. I mean, it saves, obviously, instead of putting 15 million in a year, that claws a bit of money back, doesn't it? Maybe you could get us a new striker with that money. No, I didn't think so. But yeah, 2-2 draw with Middlesbrough. We've got to do our Derby predictions for next week.
No.
Derby, no one got today's, did they? I think I had 1-1 when Jordan Story scored.
Yeah.
I was like, oh,
I had
Derby
2-1
away.
Derby
Go on,
away.
we'll start with you, Critch, Senior, in the hot seat in the top left. I like how the guy who can't really give much impact on the episode is in the host position. I'll learn one day how to position him.
Right. Oh my God. I'm going to just pray and hope 1-1.
1-1.
I can't predict a win. I don't think we will. No.
Yeah, we don't tend to do well against John Eustace teams away from home, do we?
No. We don't
Darren?
seem to do good against them in general.
Yeah, Darren.
Yeah, well, obviously, looking at Derby's form and stuff like that, you expect us to, win the way that we've been playing as well. I'm going to go for a scrappy 1-0 win to PNE.
Hey, I tell you what, when you said Derby, then I've just looked. They got a late winner at West Brom since we've been recording.
Wow.
Yeah,
flipping heck, death. To be fair, I was looking at the previous results. They shipped 5 in against Coventry, drew 1-1 with Emil's Bristol City, got a 2-2 draw away at Ipswich, that late equaliser, but a big win for them today at West Brom. Morris is on fire for them, by the way. I think he scored 4 this season, but it would be tough. Do you know what?
Wow.
I think this away day, Saturday hoodoo's going to end. I don't normally predict us to win. I'm going to go with 2-1. I think it'll be the first time we play in that blue away kit. And I think I can just see us winning 2-1. Scenes in that away end. And yeah, 2-1. Which, 1-1.
Fingers crossed.
Fingers crossed, yeah.
Fingers crossed. No, I hope you're right.
One last thing that I wanted to talk about. So I was saying, how many points would we take from this little block of fixtures? Obviously, we didn't do an episode before the Middlesbrough game. So the fixtures that we've got now from next Saturday in the space of 2 weeks, okay? So I'll run through these. We've got Derby away. We've got Bristol City at home. We've got Hull away, and Charlton at home. How many points? What's the least amount of points we're going to take from the available 12 for those? Darren, what are you saying from those?
Well,
I think
I'm going to be optimistic here, and I'm going to say that I think we'll draw against Bristol City, but I think we should be winning the other ones. Should be.
So you're going for 9 points.
Yeah. 9 points, yeah.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking. Yeah, I was thinking exactly the same 9 points. Yeah. Exactly what I was thinking in my head.
I think
I'd like 10. I'd like 10. But
you'd like 10. I'd probably take. I was looking at these. I think it's a good opportunity for us if we can get 3 wins out of 4. We could potentially, just put you up there a little bit. I think I'd probably take 5 points out of these next. If you can win 1, get 2 draws, you might lose 1. 2 away games, I'd be surprised if we don't lose 1 of them. So I think then if we can get a win, a draw in the other ones. But do you know what? I'd almost sacrifice a defeat at home. I just want us to get a win away from home. Yeah. Let's get that hoodoo off our back. Definitely. And then it's not something that's looming over us, is it, in these away games?
Yeah.
But yeah, it'd be nice to win at Hull after that horrible Gentry day last season, where that was when you started to think we're in trouble here. Yeah. So it would be good to banish those. To be fair, Derby last season, I think Neil was saying he went Tuesday night. We were terrible that game. I think it was the week after Aston Villa. We got beat 3-0 to Villa, and we got beat 2-0 on the Tuesday at Derby. I think. Could be wrong there. Could be wrong. But no, I think I'm right. But yeah, I think that's it then. Another episode of the Flagship. Critch, what's your plans for tonight? What time you finish painting?
I don't know yet. I've got stuff to do. I'm going to shout outs.
Oh, Christ. Go on.
Well, shout out to someone who actually was at the game, a Middlesbrough fan called Ian. You got mucky today. And, who was my other shout out to? I don't know. Oh, and the other one is to my two friends who support Blackpool. Great turning point, like they told me.
Yeah, big result for Blackpool today at Northampton. Imagine that. You've 12:30 kickoff. You've gone all the way to... They must have set off so early this morning. You've gone all the way to Northampton. You've got beaten. You've not even seen a goal. Oh, terrible, terrible. What's your plans, Darren?
Well, I'll probably watch a bit of football later on. Obviously, Chelsea game kicks off at 8, so I'll be watching that.
Yeah. We've got 1 minute until West Ham versus Tottenham. So with that, Darren, we're going to go and watch the West Ham game. Critch, get your paper.
That's it. We're going. Right, that's it. Better get back to work, can I now? I've no excuses.
Yeah. Right. We'll let him go, Darren, and we'll do the proper podcast now.
Yeah.
So, Darren, right. Thanks, everyone, for listening. Before I go, I'm going to put the link in the show notes. John has written a book. The link is in the show notes. Go and buy that. It's supporting a great cause, the Mary O'Gara Foundation. So please get them ordered. A lot of work's gone into that. A great cause. And get it done, North End fans. Come on, let's support a great cause. And there you go. Thanks everyone for listening. We'll speak to you all after we've beat Derby County. See you later, everyone.